Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 40, right around the 39, so solid starting field position. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Five in the secondary now for the Giants here on third. And Lance now to throw. Looking for the out route. He's got it. Complete to Kittle. And he's not quite going to get to the marker. It'll be a gain of 8 on 3rd and 10.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
Lance to throw for it on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. Jones on 1st down. Flushed out right. James has got it. Complete. A lot of work to get away and outside of the pocket, but no actual yardage there on the catch. It's 2nd down. A little risky there when you roll out of that pocket right like he did. You complete the pass, but you don't get anything out of it.
But how many times have we seen when a quarterback exits out of the pocket, doesn't matter whether they go left or right, the defense loses its leverage, right? There's a little chaos back there, and receivers come open. Great discipline on that play. They didn't let that happen and held it to no gain.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Now Jones to throw on 3rd down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Diamador Lenore. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we come upon halftime here with the visiting Giants out on top. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around.
A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Operating from the gun, Jones.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
To throw again on second down. Jones.
Quick slant complete to Melton. Yeah, the Giants are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Back to throw. Jones. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Second down and goal. Jones. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They'll wind up losing 10 there, a full 10 yards, so that one hurts. And it brings up third and goal.
A CD, a little bit of feast or famine for him. He's had some success throwing the football, but also now he's been sacked 4 times.
Yeah, you just mentioned the 4 sacks, but you're right. He has managed to hang in there and make plays at times. His offensive line, they've got to figure it out and pick things up and give him more opportunities, and he has to help them by getting rid of the ball a little bit quicker as well.
So Jones off, Graham Gano on here for the New York Giants field goal.
This from 32 yards away. Gano's kick is good, and the lead grows to 14 at 24-10.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago. Oh, Lance has it knocked free. The ball is loose.
Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Throwing is Lance on third down. And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's fourth down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And they'll go for it. Lance.
And able to haul it in is Kittle.
And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
It goes as a pickup of 23, and that leads to a San Francisco first down. A give running left, it's McCaffrey. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with it.
He's got a man, complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 39 yards there, a big one.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Throwing now is Lance. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Niners have got it back to within a score. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that cuts the lead to 24-17. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Jones throw complete there to Thomas. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. An extra DB for the 49ers now on third. Operating from the gun, Jones. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points. Brandon, you're never quite sure what the side judge or the field judge is going to rule there. That was awfully close, but in the end, he says it passed over the 1-yard line, and that's where they're going to mark it out. I mean, you can see it right there, right? See him walking up the sideline? Told him to stop right there at the 1.
Nice move at the 5. And some room. There he goes left side. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10, 5, touchdown, 49ers. Christian McCaffrey, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Niners are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that will tie us at 24. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
And that, Charles, you'd have to think a pretty avoidable mistake.
You're exactly right about that, partner, because it all comes down to covering up the football. Look, turnovers are going to happen. They're inevitable. But in a tie game in the third quarter, those turnovers can change the tide of the ball game. And now it's up to their defense to try and bail them out.
Touchdown! George Kittle, 30 yards. And the 49ers are able
capitalize on the forced fumble by turning it into 6 points.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off.
And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Jones, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Nick Bosa in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football.
Boy, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of 2 halves, won't you?
Right, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened, because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed, and a couple of things go wrong, and it's hard to get back that good feeling.
Switch! Striker, 3-3.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
From the 27,
Lance. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
and they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
Throwing on 2nd down.
Lance.
Touchdown 49ers. Deebo Samuel with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Niners are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off.
From the 10. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having to run.
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga.
And into the end zone, a pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
So a fourth quarter pick six here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
I certainly agree with that, partner, and I know one thing, though. That team that just got the pick six, they're going to keep playing until this one's over. Better be careful. They're looking to get another one.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
This one taken just inside the 10. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. The coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Jones, another shot here after the pick six. He's able to find Melton.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones escaping and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Nick Bosa getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Under pressure, and they got to him again.
Drake Jackson able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
I remember throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. And now here is another interception.
Picked up by Ambry Thomas. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football.
The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks.
Throwing on 1st down is Lance.
Eluding the pressure right.
That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk.
And he's brought down. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
To throw, it's Lance.
Rolling to his right. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
Trey Lance. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers up the lead to 4 scores now here in this 4th quarter. So definitely a good day's work throwing the football. Very good day's work. A 4 touchdown passes. They're really pouring it on.
Yeah, and so much for going into clock mode after getting that touchdown, right? Because you would think with the lead, 4th quarter, they might actually do that. No chance. They've kept attacking and got another touchdown pass as a result.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. From the 10. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. 142 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage. You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
This is McCaffrey on the give. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Working from the gun, Lance. Caught on a slant, and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And you wonder now if he might be able to remove the helmet, put on the baseball cap, and watch the rest of this one from the sideline. His 5th touchdown pass of the game.
Say that again. Did you say 5th touchdown pass of the game?
Yes, sir.
But that's a heck of a performance, isn't it? Because they've had no answer for him at all game long. Receivers have been open constantly, and he hasn't missed a single one of them.
Taking it about the 1. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Diamador Lenore. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And now a pass dumped off to his running back. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down.
Switch. Red, yellow. Cheetah, hut, go.
Now Lance. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout.
But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it.
Well, Charles, the NFL record is 66 yards. That was 5 shy of that, but only a handful of guys have ever connected from 61 or deeper, and he can add his name to the list.
Yeah, more and more guys are trying it. That doesn't...
And a mistake on the lateral. It's a loose ball. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. From the 36, Jones. And the Niners get there and bring him down.
After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants.
Here's Jones, throwing on 3rd and long. And my goodness, another interception.
And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football.
CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line.
148 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. 2nd down and right back to McCaffrey.
And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Flush to his right. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, when they said before the game that they were going to try and execute every second of this contest, I guess that was taken literally, because here they are in the final moments of the 4th, putting another touchdown on the board, Charles, to add to this big lead.
Not a big believer in 110%, but it certainly applies here, doesn't it? Because some guys just can't go with less. As long as there's time left on the clock, they're pushing to get to the end zone one more time. They don't really care about what the optics show. They just want to finish the game off the way that they like to play it. Full speed, all out. Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And now here is another interception.
Picked off by Fred Warner. And the Niners come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was true.